Afternoon baseball now from lovely Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the New York Mets. Brent Suter gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. Looking at the stats, man, I'm impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the National League coming in. When you're doing that, you're catching just about everyone's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here today.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning. And the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Brewers will get their first. Noah Syndergaard gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Very weakly on the ground. A 1 pitch on its way. And he misses with it, 1-1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
And this one's in the dirt. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times. So look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Kane runs. Pitch misses. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. There's the 2-1 home. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
In now, Eric Thames, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Bruce with the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Second inning straight ahead here at Miller Park. The Brewers lead it 2. Here's Todd Frazier now. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get to the wall now, out near the Milwaukee bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
So striding forward now, Jay Bruce. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 change up to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
0-2, here it is. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So a full count now. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. Working for the punch out and the offering. Nope. And Bruce will lay off that one. He's aboard. It's ball 4. Digging in the switch hitter as Drupal Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board with the sac fly, as this is now a 2-1 game. Next for the Mets, T.J. Rivera. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Next for Milwaukee, Manny Pena. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Now a flare out toward right center. Cabrera onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Ro. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Reyes onto first, but not in time as he beats it out. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and they're runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Cain stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 17th round pick back in the 2004. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is in there.
Boy, not much you can do with that one from a pitching standpoint, D-Ro. Makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, someway, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much. I know he got jam sandwiched right there, but he was able to find some green grass and give himself a chance.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming, double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Rivera is under it. 2 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Christian Yelich, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. And he's in safely at third, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. In there, and it's 0-2 now. 3 runs already home here. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Here comes the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Jose Reyes 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it, and that retires the side. Down in order. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Shaw hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
In there, strike one.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Line drive to left. Lagares is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. Digging in to try it again, Brent Suter. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
1-2 to the Brewers pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Now in the box, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ball 1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Grounded back up the middle. Garcia fields it cleanly. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting,
Riding in once again, Todd Frazier. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kane is after it. And that retires the side. Quick work there as the Mets. In now is Lorenzo Kane. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Jason Vargas answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little different.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. The 1-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Up into the corner now. A fair ball. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Yelich. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Popped high in the air. And this is taken in by Reyes for out number 2. Digging in once again, Eric Thames. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Kane stands at second with 2 gone. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're up 5. Here's Jay Bruce now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a pop-up now. Arcia is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch. Next up for New York, T.J. Rivera comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Scorched to third, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but called it foul.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. We're on to waiting, the 1-0. That is fouled away, 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. It's 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And Bruce has got this one 2 away now.
The catcher, number 9, Manny.
Ready once again, Manny Pena. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Vargas has his target. Here's the 0-1. This is hit sharply out to left field, and he's got his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Swinging a soft liner. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll get in there safely.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Standing in now, Brent Suter has hooked him up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like it.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brewers strand a couple. They lead this. So here's the Mets pitcher, Jason Vargas. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Up around the face. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Hit the other way out toward right field. Thames coasts under it. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Juan Lagares. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Thames sprinting after it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Digging in and looking for more, Lorenzo Cain trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Popped up. Rivera has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Villar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll put this away for the second out.
The left fielder, number 22.
In is Christian Yelich. Shoots the 3 for him so far, including a triple. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Vargas into the windup. Here it comes on 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Right side, but it's well fouled. 5 runs, 12 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. The bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning coming up. Milwaukee leads it 5-1. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Ready once again, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2. Missed with a slider. Hit on the ground toward the left. Garcia has it. And there's out number 2. Riding in once again, Jay Bruce. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Digging in once again, Eric Thames, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Line to the right side. Bruce is there, 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Shaw. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Now the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! A home run!
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you one lapse, one bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
First baseman, number 8.
Here's Ryan Braun now.
Braun.
As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard hit toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
In now, Manny Pena. He swings and grounds it to short. To Cabrera for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next up from New York, T.J. Rivera. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch on its way. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Softly hit to the left side. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
The pitcher number 40, Jason Vargas.
Yoenis Cespedes will move out into the on-deck circle now as he'll hit for the pitcher, Vargas.
Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 17 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cespedes will turn for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Yelich is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Jerry Familia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now in the box, Orlando Arcia will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
0-1, here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
0-2 the count.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Domingo Santana will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Domingo Santana.
Strike one to start the at-bat. He'll enter play here at 293. 11 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The center fielder number 6.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Lifetime against Familia. He's 1 for 4. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Conforto moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They lead it 6-2. Matt Albert comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Here's Todd Frazier now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Mets down to their final strike. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 6-2 the final total today. The Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brent Suter earns his 8th victory of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Noah Syndergaard worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So